Have you ever wondered what it truly means to be free? I'm not talking about financial freedom or having no one to answer to. I'm talking about a profound, unshakable inner freedom. A state where worry, stress, and dissatisfaction just melt away. This is the essence of Nirvana, a concept that's often misunderstood, but holds the key to ultimate peace. Today, we're going to demystify Nirvana and explore the practical steps you can take on this incredible journey of self-discovery. First, let's clear up a common misconception. Nirvana isn't a heaven-like place you go to after you die. It's not a paradise in the clouds with pearly gates. Instead, Nirvana is a state of consciousness, a state of mind that can be experienced right here, right now, in this very life. The word itself in Sanskrit means to extinguish or to blow out. But what is it that we're extinguishing? It's the fires of greed, hatred, and delusion, the very things that fuel our suffering. Think about it. So much of our daily anxiety comes from wanting things we don't have, from holding on to grudges, or from being confused about who we are and what our purpose is. Nirvana is the liberation from this endless cycle of craving and aversion. It's waking up from the dream of the ego, the constant I, me, mine that dictates our actions and reactions. When that ego-driven chatter quiets down, what's left is a profound sense of peace, clarity, and connection to everything. It's the ultimate inner peace, a freedom that isn't dependent on external circumstances. So, how do we get there? This isn't some secret, mystical quest reserved for monks in remote monasteries. The Buddha laid out a very clear and practical guide for everyone, known as the Noble Eightfold Path. You can think of it as a comprehensive roadmap for transforming your mind and your life. It's not a set of rigid rules, but rather 8 interconnected practices that work together to lead you toward enlightenment. Let's break it down. The path begins with what we call the wisdom section: right understanding and right intention. Right understanding is about seeing things as they truly are, not as we wish they were. It's about grasping the core truths of existence, that everything is impermanent, that suffering is a part of life, and that there is a way out of that suffering. It's like having the correct map before you start your journey. Without it, you're just wandering aimlessly. Following that is right intention. Once you have the map, you need to decide on your destination. This means consciously choosing to cultivate intentions of kindness, compassion, and non-harm. It's about aligning your deepest motivations with a desire for peace, both for yourself and for others. Are your goals driven by ego and greed, or by a genuine wish to grow and contribute positively to the world? This is the question right intention asks us to consider every day. Next, we move into the ethical conduct section of the path, which includes right speech, right action, and right livelihood. This is where the practice becomes very tangible in our daily lives. Right speech is about more than just not lying. It's about using our words to heal, not to harm. It means avoiding gossip, harsh language, and divisive talk. Think about the impact your words have. Do they build people up or tear them down? Every conversation is an opportunity to practice right speech. Right action is similar. It's about behaving in a way that is ethical and compassionate. This means abstaining from harming living beings, from stealing, and from irresponsible behavior. It's about living with integrity, making choices that you can be proud of, knowing that you are not causing harm to yourself or others through your physical actions. Then there's right livelihood. This is a big one for many of us. It means earning a living in a way that doesn't harm others and, if possible, actually benefits society. It encourages us to reflect on our careers. Is our work contributing to suffering in the world, or is it aligned with our ethical values? It's a call to find a profession that brings not just a paycheck, but also a sense of purpose and integrity. Finally, we arrive at the mental discipline section, the heart of the training. Right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. This is where we actively work with our minds. Right effort is the energy we bring to the path. It's the gentle, consistent determination to let go of unhelpful mental states like anger and jealousy, and to cultivate positive ones like kindness and patience. It's not about forcing or straining, but about a balanced and joyful effort to guide your mind in a healthier direction. This leads directly to the cornerstone of the practice, right mindfulness. You've probably heard a lot about mindfulness, and for good reason. It's the practice of paying attention to the present moment on purpose, without judgment. It's about observing your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations as they arise and pass away, without getting swept away by them. Through mindfulness, you begin to see how your mind works. You notice the triggers for your anger, the roots of your anxiety. You create a space between a feeling and your reaction to it. In that space lies your freedom. A powerful way to cultivate mindfulness is through meditation. And this brings us to the final step on the path, right concentration. This is the practice of training the mind to become steady and focused. Through meditation, we learn to gather our scattered attention and rest it on a single point, like the breath. As the mind becomes more stable and calm, a deep sense of peace and clarity emerges. It's like letting muddy water sit until the sediment settles, revealing the clear water underneath. This concentrated, calm mind is the fertile ground from which deep wisdom and insight into the nature of reality can grow. As you practice these three effort, mindfulness, and concentration, they work together to purify the mind. You start to untangle the knots of conditioning that have kept you stuck. You see through the illusion of a separate, solid self and begin to experience a sense of interconnectedness with all of life. This isn't just an intellectual idea. It becomes a lived reality. The journey to Nirvana is not a race. It's a gradual unfolding, a process of cultivating positive qualities and letting go of what no longer serves you. It's about bringing awareness and compassion to every aspect of your life, how you think, how you act, and how you work. Start small. Maybe begin with just 5 minutes of mindfulness meditation each day. Simply sit and pay attention to your breath. Notice your impulses to gossip or complain and gently choose a kinder way to communicate. Every small step taken on the Eightfold Path is a step toward greater freedom and peace. The beauty of this path is that it's not about adding something new to yourself. It's about uncovering the peace and wisdom that are already within you, buried under layers of conditioning and distraction. Nirvana is not a distant goal, but the very nature of our own awakened mind. It's the end of suffering and the beginning of true, lasting freedom. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration today. I hope this has clarified what Nirvana is and has given you a practical framework to begin your own journey toward inner peace. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Keep practicing, be kind to yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.